Hello everyone, welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got source of latest news, events, and everything happens in heart of Spain. It is little secret that once Real Madrid have finished addressing their backline this summer, their next priority will be to find a midfielder. With Martin Zubimendi headed to Arsenal, there is no clear candidate, but reports in Argentina believe that Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez is the one they have set their sights on. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more Real Madrid updates. Let's dive in. A number of names have been linked to Los Blancos in recent weeks, including the likes of Tijani Reinders and Angelo Stiller, but in contrast to the likes of Alvaro Carreras, Dean Huijsen, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, there has been far less clarity on whom they are targeting. A flurry of reports in Argentina have reported that Fernandez is top of their wish list, though. The 24-year-old has been periodically linked to Real Madrid and even Atletico Madrid over the last few months, but those links have been stepped up in Argentina. As recorded by MD, Gustavo Mendes has claimed that Fernandez and his partner are looking for a home in Madrid. Atletico's Julian Alvarez has seemingly recommended an area to them too. Mendes also says that personal terms between the two have been agreed. Despite those reports, Ben Jacobs has dampened any hopes harbored by Madridistas. He says the Blues have no intention to sell Fernandez, and any bid would have to be far north of the 121 million euros paid by Chelsea for his services. Although Los Blancos are looking for a midfielder, signing off on such a high bid seems unlikely. Chelsea have previously issued a hands-off warning to Real Madrid over Fernandez, who has a contract in London until 2032, meaning any pressure for a move would have to come from the player or the Blues. Los Blancos may have to search elsewhere. Enzo Maresca's side have Champions League football on the line this weekend as they go into their clash with Nottingham Forest. Find out how to get tickets here. Real Madrid prepares for a rather hectic summer market. The anticipated change of coach for the first team, with Xabi Alonso replacing Carlo Ancelotti, would also indicate some modifications in Santiago Bernabeu locker room. Not only because of the footballers who would be ready to leave the merengue team this season, also because of the players considered to reinforce some positions of the first team. In that sense, the executives led by Florentino Perez have multiple commitments ahead. The defense is the area they would dedicate the most attention to both before and after the Club World Cup. But Xabi Alonso doesn't want them to neglect the midfield. The goal is to solve the football creativity problems that Real Madrid has shown during the current season. That's why the Tolosa coach would be looking for the incorporation of a midfielder with great organizational skills, with a fine touch on the ball. One who would fit that profile is Enzo Fernandez, current Chelsea footballer. From the noble area of Stamford Bridge, they have made it clear that the Argentine midfielder is not for sale, announcing that they will block any kind of approach devised from the Valdebebas offices. But the 8 Blue continues to make himself desirable with more statements and interventions that surprise everyone, including in the capital of Spain. In one of his latest interviews, Enzo Fernandez talked about a custom in the Argentine national team. During the training camps, Lionel Scaloni's footballers have a habit of relaxing by playing several matches on a well-known soccer simulator. Those moments reveal many dynamics, as the Argentine midfielder himself has confessed. When we play in the Argentine national team, Palacios and I always play FIFA together, reveals the South American midfielder. His matches against Palacios in this soccer simulator are the excuse to send an important nod to Real Madrid. Enzo Fernandez knows that his name is in the orbit of the White Club, given the rumors and information spread in recent days. That's why he points out that Real Madrid, always, always Real Madrid. Enzo Fernandez admits choosing Real Madrid to play the video game developed by EA Sports against his Argentine national team teammates. This new nod to the entity presided over by Florentino Perez, however, wouldn't change anything, at least on the observable surface of the transfer, because Chelsea insists on retaining Enzo Fernandez at all costs. Not in vain, the Argentine 8 has regained his position as one of Enzo Maresca's key footballers. and his hiring conditions suggest a transfer exceeding 75 million euros. Real Madrid are set for a serious shakeup this summer, with Xabi Alonso to replace Carlo Ancelotti, and already two new faces through the door in Dean Huijsen and Trent Alexander-Arnold. More are expected to follow them to the Santiago Bernabeu, but less clear are the departures. The headline exit, as things stands, looks like being Rodrigo goes. The Brazilian has always been on the second rung at Real Madrid, as Vinicius Jr. and this season Kylian Mbappe dominate the front pages. Forced onto the right side, Rodrigo struggled for form this season, and as the most likely casualty of Real Madrid's search for balance, is leaning towards an exit. Several Premier League sides have been linked to the 24-year-old this summer, with Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea monitoring his situation. In the past, Manchester City have also made an offer for Rodrigo. However, it is the Gunners who are most serious about a transfer currently, as per Florian Plettenberg. The German transfer insider has explained that Arsenal are seriously considering a move for Rodrigo, and talks have begun behind the scenes over a deal, albeit one that is described as difficult. Mikel Arteta's side, who have also been linked to left-winger Nico Williams in recent months, are set to explore all options for a deal, though. The latest reports from the Spanish capital have said that Rodrigo is keen to leave unless new manager Xabi Alonso gives him guarantees on an important role. The two are yet to have a conversation about his future, but Rodrigo is open to an exit, as are Los Blancos. This week, it has emerged that they would be willing to deal Rodrigo for a price of 90 to 100 million euros should an offer come in. The Brazilian is on the market, and the Spanish coach admits that they will look for the most interesting options when asked about the Brazilian Rodrigo. Several Premier League clubs have already been identified in England as serious candidates should the Brazilian decide to make the move, although the player, at least for now, has denied on social media that he's planning to leave. However, it's a fact that a change of scenery is on the table. Sky Sports revealed that Arsenal are the team that has done the most so far to sign Rodrigo. Mikel Arteta held a press conference this morning and was asked about Rodrigo as a candidate, and he didn't confirm anything, but he didn't rule it out either. If you want to win major titles, you have to have the best players on the market. The teams that win always have the best players at this level. The Arsenal manager has admitted that the club, with key forward absences this season such as Gabriel Jesus and Havertz, will be looking for strikers in the market. What's clear is that with the number of injuries we've had up front, we need more attacking talent and more firepower. Understanding that the situation could change tomorrow, we can't rely solely on the numbers we had before. We have to add goals, creativity, and we have to add numbers, and that will be in different positions.